Hello, welcome to HollyWould. I'm Holly, I'm your host, and this is another episode of my advice giving podcast, HollyWould Know, because I know things. I know the answer. I have answers, and I would love to share them with you if you have a question. Today, I have an email from a man who's concerned about his wife. So let's just get right into it, okay? Hi, I'm a new subscriber, but have been following your gram for a while. I have a serious question and I hope you aren't offended by me asking you. You can't offend me. You can ask me anything. Truly, please, write in. Ask me anything. First, the disclaimers that feel important. My wife of 3 years is lovely and gorgeous and super charming and all the things a man wants. Disclaimers spell trouble, usually. Okay. She's got an alcohol problem, and it doesn't really bother me so much as I don't see an end to it for her except a bad one. She isn't getting blackout drunk and fucking other people, but she does get herself several drinks every day. It is pretty much her primary goal. So I guess my question is, how do I deal with that? Just let her be and find bottom or whatever that is? Is there anything anyone could say to someone who's doing that? Please don't be offended that I'm asking you, but it seems like you have an idea about how a beautiful, functioning, employed person can still drink a ton and do the occasional line and smoke a bunch and not know how to get back in control. I'm asking for the HollyWould Gives Advice column, of course. Need advice. I am so glad you wrote to ask me this because, yes, I do have experience on both sides. I've both dated alcoholics and I have been friends with alcoholics and I've been an alcoholic. And it's tricky because you can't make somebody get better, but you can also, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Basically, as someone who's living with her and witnessing her, I wonder if you've ever brought this up, like if you've ever let her know your feelings about it, because you say it doesn't affect you or like you're fine with it. But you're not. Like, it's obviously affecting you. Living with an alcoholic affects you. And maybe it's just a few drinks a night. But what really caught my attention is that you said this is like her primary focus. Like, her, day is spent like getting to the place where she can have drinks. And, maybe she's not even an alcoholic. Maybe she just like has a bad habit. But I think it is important to give her a chance to like let her know your feelings on this, and come from a loving place and just be like, is this what you want? Like, there's so many factors. Like, I don't have that much information, but there's like, is it a lifestyle change you want? Like, why do you think it's going to get worse? Is it escalating? Or is it just like the same thing every day? Do you feel like she's sort of trapped in a loop where she just is drinking every day and it's just sort of never changes and it feels unhealthy to you? Like, I think you need to find what about it has made you decide that this is like an unhealthy pattern or behavior. And while you can't make somebody want to get clean, this is your partner and you love each other apparently, and it sounds like everything else is going well. So I think you have to communicate with her something. Just coming in a very like open and loving and non-judgmental way, which it sounds like you're capable of doing. sometimes like when people aren't really bad alcoholics, it's really hard for them to hit bottom, and they can just go on and on and on and on and on. Like if they're like working and their life looks orderly, it's almost harder, I think, for someone in that situation to stop drinking if their life appears to be in control. Because at that point, like that becomes like the only thing that sort of can get you out of that cycle is like more of a spiritual bottom. Just like a feeling inside that like this just is not serving you anymore. So I don't know, maybe ask her like if she's happy. Like what's she getting out of this? What is she getting from drinking every night and having that be her primary goal? And what are her interests outside of alcohol and drinking and partying? And what would it look like if she stopped, or if you did something else? Or maybe you should try to like encourage her to have a couple nights off, or like maybe suggest you do something different than have drinks. Like, you know, what would happen? What would happen if you just didn't drink for 3 nights? Or if you tried to not drink with her, like you try to do like a month of sobriety, like, or maybe you need to lead by example. Maybe you need to like not drink and just be really healthy and talk about how good you feel. But honestly, if this is bothering you enough to write in, I think you need to just, I would bring it up as like, pose it as questions. In my past, and my drinking was really severe and like really out of control and took over my life. So I wasn't really that functional a lot of the time, because I would just like disappear and like go on crazy benders and just like try to leave the earth all the time. And I think, you know, people that confronted me about my drinking, well, it was painful in the moment, embarrassing, shameful. I didn't like it. It planted a seed. And it always planted a seed. I don't know what kind of person your wife is. I'm not a very defensive person. I think I'm pretty good at like taking criticism. So when people were like, hey, you have a drinking problem, I sort of was like, oh, shit, you noticed. Oh, I'm not getting away with it. Oh, they can see me. Shit. And I wouldn't get defensive because it's just not who I am. But anyway, all the people that like actually said something to me planted a seed. And while it didn't make me want to like get clean or quit drinking in the moment, because it took me 20 years to get there. Sorry to say for some of you. I hope if anyone's struggling, you figure it out sooner than I did. But when I finally did, I thought of all the things. I had a little like pile in my back pocket of all the things that everyone had ever said to me about my drinking and drug use and all the other crazy shit I did. And it felt, it made me feel cared for. Like I was like, okay, the day that I knew it was over for me, I thought of everybody's little nuggets of questioning or confronting my problem, and I realized it all came from a place of care, and it all sunk in sort of at once. I was like, oh shit, like all of these people over the years, over my lifetime, have said all of these things, and now I can sort of see it. No, now I can see it. Now I can see it clearly because I had hit my bottom. And there are so many people that just drink because it's just so societally acceptable. Societally? Is that a word? It's just so accepted in our society, in our culture. And it's just so common. It's like everybody drinks. It's just what you do. It's not a thing, but it is. It's really fucking unhealthy, and it's really bad for us. And there are so many more people addicted to alcohol than we even know. And so many people struggle with this, and so many people have a hard time quitting. And you're only doing the person you love. You're going to do a disservice if you say nothing. This is someone you love. You need to start planting the seed. And how you do that is completely up to you, because only you will know the right way to do it. But I think you need to just make sure that she knows she's supported and loved no matter what, but that you see that there's something going on. And also, people don't drink out of control because they're like fuck ups or because they're bad people. People are drinking to soothe something in themselves. They're using it as a medicine subconsciously. They don't even know that they're doing that, most people. So, like, what is going on underneath it? Like, what is she trying to escape from? And for me, like, I didn't even realize I was trying to escape from my feelings. And then when I finally got sober, it was like, holy shit, it was like a whole new world of feelings and awareness, because I'd been fucked up for so long. It was almost like the new high was not getting high. There's just so much to this. But just talk to your wife. Just fucking talk to your wife. Just communicate. And if she blows up at you and you guys get in a huge fight, I'm really sorry. Please don't blame me. I'm not a therapist. It's just what I would want. I would want someone to confront me directly, rather than just like harboring these secret feelings and observations about me. You live together. You're watching her. You see what she's like. Tell her what you see. Be her mirror, and just do it with so much fucking love and compassion. And whatever the result is out of your control. It's in her hands. But you'll know at least that you did something and spoke your truth. And that's all you can do. That's all we can do for the people we love, is just give them a chance. Just give them a chance to like show up and be their best selves. If you see that she's not meeting her potential, let her know in a loving way. Okay, that's it for today. Please write into HollyWould@substack.com, HollyWould@substack.com. Email me your questions for me, or questions for me about you, whatever you want. Or you can also like DM me on Substack, or DM me on Instagram at HollyMSolem on Instagram. And I'll be back soon with more exciting shit. Bye. Bye for now.